I want to talk about the other side of this game, though, because the Chicago Bears have now missed the playoffs for 3 straight seasons. It's not great. Now, there was a lot of question around Justin Fields and his status with the Chicago Bears, and he actually responded to that in a press conference earlier this week, and this is what he had to say.
I have a pretty good relationship with Ryan and the guys upstairs, but at the end of the day, this is a business, so they have to make the tough decisions, and my job is just to go out there and play my best. But it would mean a lot just to get that confirmation from them and just really send a message that they trust me to lead this team and be the quarterback for the Bears. All I can control is what I did do, and I gave it my all. So whether it's here or not, I have no regrets. Yeah, just the city of Chicago, love y'all, appreciate the fans and the support from all the Bears. In case this is my last rodeo with y'all, and just appreciate y'all for everything. So, yeah.
And that was Justin Fields talking about his potential, the potential situation where he's no longer the quarterback of the Bears. This one, like he said, this is the second year in a row where they've had a quarterback in the early round, had a high draft pick. They traded away last time and got an insane amount for that first overall pick. But I want to know, do you think the Bears should keep Justin Fields or move off of him and draft? Because they had the Panthers pick at the number 1 overall spot. They also have the number 9 pick. They could do something where they draft a receiver first, go wide receiver second, or trade the pick away and have that entire situation when it comes to trading that pick. I want to know, do you think they should keep Fields or they should draft a brand new quarterback this season?
I think they'll draft Caleb Williams. Yeah, I think that his stats and his potential are pretty much off the charts. You look at what he's done in college. Right, his in just 2023 alone, 3,600 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, an 82.4 QBR rating over his whole career. Almost 67% completion percentage, 10,000 yards, 93 TDs, 14 interceptions. His career quarterback rating. Is like passer rating 169.3. Almost had 1,000 yards rushing. He's big enough, 6'1", 215. I think they have to pick him. Because if they don't, and he turns out to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, they'll never live it down. And Justin Fields is a question mark, right? He showed some signs this year in the second half of the year, but in the first part, he said his head was all full of information from the coaches. He couldn't think out there, or he was thinking too much. And he said, I just need to let go and play. And he did play better after that. He got hurt for part of the season. He has one really good wide receiver, and they made pretty good connections in some of the games there. But I think that when you get the number 1 pick and there's a quarterback out there like that, I think you have to take him. That's
for me, and we talked about this before, and we each said that the Bears just don't have enough talent for Justin Fields to succeed. And while that still might be true, this game against the Packers told me everything that I need to know. The conclusion that I refused to believe, because I still thought that if he just had a slightly better offensive line, if he had another weapon, that everything would be okay. And watching this game, I might be a little bit of prisoner of the moment. This game against the Packers told me everything. Justin Fields is not going to be the quarterback of the Bears next season. When the defense, and early in the game, I was like, oh God, the defense, what can it do? And they were up, by the way, 3-0 after the end of the first quarter, but the defense did its job. 17 points. If that were a team's average, they'd be, I think, second or third to fewest in the league. The Bears only scored 9 points. Justin Fields did not play well in this game. Now, you could look at the completion percentage be, 11-16, okay, and then look at the yards, 148 passing yards, 8 carries for 27 yards. He's not a winning quarterback. I think he's very, very exciting to watch just because of his athletic ability, but he is just not good enough to overcome adversity. We've seen rookie quarterbacks this season overcome adversity. Will Levis even did. He went out and beat the Dolphins in a comeback drive with less than 4 minutes remaining. They were down by 14 points, and they still were able to come up with a win. I don't see Justin Fields doing that. I really don't. Not only that, he has turnover issues. He fumbles the ball like nobody else. It's Daniel Jones out there fumbling the football. I liked what I saw when he was on this bit of a hot streak when the defense was shutting teams down and Justin Fields could capitalize. In this game against the Packers, the Bears had them right where they want them. Very, very low-scoring game. The defense stepping up, and Jordan Love actually not really hitting a stride in the entirety of the game. And Justin Fields couldn't get it done. Late in the game, yeah, was there a missed call on a slide? Maybe. Although the argument was that it was a clean hit because they were, like, I guess it was a clean hit because they were basically about to hit each other at the same exact moment, and he didn't initiate the slide earlier, so it was basically like a bang-bang play. It was fine. Now, are the Bears a super talented team overall? No. Was their defense much better at the end of the midway point of the season? Yes. After the trade deadline, they were one of the best defenses in the league. And Justin Fields as a quarterback, by the way, this year, he doubled his win total for his career. For a career, Justin Fields is 5-28 with a 60% completion percentage. He has 6,000 total yards, so it's about 2,200 yards per season, 40 touchdowns to 30 picks. I don't think that's winning in this league. I think if you had an opportunity to go out and get Caleb Williams, who a lot of people are saying he's the next Patrick Mahomes, you would want to figure out if that's true. You don't want to give up a talent like that and just give him away to, let's say, the Commanders for what? For the second pick and another pick down there. When the Commanders in your own conference could be dominant, potentially try to go for the NFC East, which I don't think they'll do anytime soon, but there is that likelihood with a quarterback like Caleb Williams. Look at CJ Stroud. But I don't see Justin Fields overcoming adversity. I don't see him going out and leading a game-winning drive to win a game. I don't see that. What I do see is a very, very athletic guy who may be in a different situation like Atlanta, who fits that running scheme better, who has a better offensive line, a better defense. They could help him a little bit more. The Bears don't help him, but he doesn't help himself with the amount of times he turns the ball over. And, let's be honest, it didn't look all that great. He struggles to win. It was a poor offensive line last year. They missed the playoffs for the third straight time. I'm saying Justin Fields is not a Chicago Bear next season. I think he does move on to another team. I think Atlanta would be a perfect spot because that's the place I said Anthony Richardson should go when we were doing our mock draft. When the Lamar Jackson thing was going on, I said Atlanta should be involved because this, at least with Arthur Smith, was a much more mobile and running offense. Now, what will the next head coach do? That's an entirely different subject.
Yeah. I think, just to add to what you've said about Justin Fields and his ability to win games late in the game. He's last in fourth quarter completion percentage. He's 25th in yards per attempt in the fourth quarter. He has 6 interceptions in the fourth quarter. He's 30th in quarterback rating at 20.4 in the fourth quarter. He plays lousy in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And that's when you win or lose games generally. So that's something he has to overcome. I agree with you. I think Atlanta would be a good landing spot for him. They may not have to give up that much to get him either. Maybe a second-round pick. I don't know.
Which I don't think you'd be overpaying for a guy with that amount of talent.
No, I think he still has a chance. He's in a situation with an offense more like Lamar Jackson's offense, right? Which Atlanta's offense could be with Bijan Robinson in the backfield, right? He had a fantastic year having both those guys back there. And focusing more on the run and a little less on the pass could work out well. So I think that the Bears will take Williams, and I think they will trade Fields, and I think Atlanta would be a good spot for him to land, and I don't think they'll have to give up that much to get him.
And because the Bears were so poor this season, they also have the number 9 pick, which is big because I think you can get a top 3 receiver at the number 9 spot.
Yeah. Do you think Eberflus will be fired?
I think he will when it's all said and done. I think they will be in the head coaching market eventually. I think people are saying, he won't be fired just because the first wave of firings, the really disappointing coaches. But the Mike Vrabel thing, I still don't entirely don't understand why. The Arthur Smith, I can understand. Who's the other coach? I forget who the other coaches, but the coach that needed to go.
Panthers coach was fired.
Right. Well, that was.
He was an interim coach.
Yeah, exactly. So the first wave
Chargers
of firings,
coach was fired before the season was over.
All the first wave of firings is gone. Do I think Eberflus, because the defense stepped up late in the season,
They might make it.
I don't know if that's a great idea. I really don't. So I think they should be in the head coaching market. If you could go out and get a Ben Johnson, who, as an OC for the Lions, look at the Lions offense. It's one of the best in the league the past couple seasons. You can go out. I'm not saying if Belichick is out there. Belichick's out there. You have Vrabel out there now. You have a couple. Jim Harbaugh is out there as well. You have a couple names out there. You might want to go out and get Eric Bieniemy. Because look at the Chiefs' offense this season without him as the OC. Doesn't look anywhere near the same. So if I were the Bears, I would be in the not only the quarterback market, I'd also be in the head coaching market as well. You have an opportunity to get a really, really great coach this season. Make it true.
We'll see.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, if you want to check out the full episode, make sure you click the I in the top right-hand corner right now. If you want to listen to this show anywhere you go, make sure you go to anchor.fm/The Harvey Hour or anywhere you get your podcasts.